Hey, how's it going? Hey, hi. This is Jay or Jadek. This is more of a introduction. I'm just gonna tell random stories from life, my own life. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with. I was in kindergarten. It has the same basic kindergarten stuff like jungle gyms and such. I remember that there was this one bizarre discovery that I had. One time when I was there, I think it was in the afternoon, I was playing around with some kids as well. I was going through one of those tires that are planted in the dirt. So, it's part of the. I think it was part of the jungle gym, so you have to crawl through it. Like I remember one time when I was crawling through one of those tires, I saw a small. It was a dried up catfish. I really don't know how it ended up there. Like the entire dirt was really dry, and I don't even remember where the pond is. I remember there was one pond that was it was across the street from where the kindergarten is, and it was 10 meters in front, 10 meters apart. So I really don't know how that catfish ended up inside that tire. Like that tire was the entire playground was really dry. I don't know. I really don't. It was like a little jerky. How it flans up and just dries, and I and the moment I picked it up, it just split apart and just turned to ashes. It was one of those funniest things I saw in the kindergarten. And then yeah, that was kindergarten. And then next up is middle school. Ugh. Middle school was when I was like most people, you go to middle school when you're 6 years old, and you start at the first grade. And the first grade, I don't really remember much, but all I remember was I was the third best, in class, and that's all I remember. I think wait, no, it's not the third. In first grade, I was the first best. Second, I was second best. In third grade, I was third best, or sixth. I don't really recall. Like back then, we didn't have internet, so whenever afternoon comes, we just play outside with the other kids, ride on our bikes and stuff. Oh, that was I think it was the first one that I actually played hooky. That was the first. That was the first and last time I played hooky in school. I remember, we were late. It was a Monday, so Monday is ceremony. I was late to the Monday ceremony, so the gate was closed. And another friend of mine, I forgot what his name was. I'll just call him a Dean or something. Dean was late as well, so he asked me to come with him, to play hooky, somewhere near his house. We went out. We escaped. We ran away, and we played I think it was a PS2 rental. And then I got back home at 10 p.m. 10 a.m. And school, I think school at the time ended only ended at 12. So I was 2 hours early to get back home, and my mom was so confused. And then, so I thought nothing of that. Next day, the principal called. Turns out he found out. So he told my mom about it. He told my mom that I wasn't at school, and I told her, and I told my mom that I didn't go to school because I was late, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to go back home immediately, so I just went out. That's what I said. And that was the last time I ever did that at school. Second grade. I think second grade was my introduction to the. It was my introduction to the English language. We had satellite. We had satellite cable at second grade, I think, and it aired Cartoon Network. That was my introduction to the English language the first time. I didn't understand a word they were saying, but it felt natural because I can actually detect the lip syncing, and I can differentiate between Indonesian aired cartoons and the Cartoon Networks and the ones on Cartoon Network. And The Indonesian always felt a bit off to me. I watch a lot of SpongeBob, even till to this day. I still watch SpongeBob sometimes because that is actually when I started learning about English. I knew what words meant. I knew how to say the words thanks to SpongeBob because my mom, she, I think bought or rented. Oh my god, it was rentals back then. I remember now. Yeah, we usually rent DVDs back then. Oh god. Nowadays we just go go on Netflix or YouTube. Back then the internet doesn't exist. Oh my god, the scope of it just blows my mind. Got a DVD for SpongeBob. It had two languages. It has and there was a subbed one and there was a dubbed one. And I usually go for the subbed one because the mouth movements feel in sync and they feel natural. That's why I liked it and that's why I started learning. And I connect what they say into the words on screen, and that's how I learned English. Third grade. This is the last bit. Oh, third grade. There's a really cool one. These are some really cool ones. Third grade. I remember that was the first time I rode on my bike. I usually ride around. I just ride around the neighborhood. Go as fast as I can. I think that was the first time we called it ngepot, but it's drifting. So, people say it's cool to do that. You just go at high speeds and then swing your handlebars to the side and just see if you can do it without falling. Just do that. I remember I did that one time and I hit a puddle. And then my bike got launched. It got launched into one of the neighbor's door. It scared me half to death, and I just ran away and left my bike there. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm afraid of dogs. There was this one time, when I was riding my bike, one of my neighbors had a really big dog. His name is Bruno. I think it was Bruno. Yeah, it was Bruno. I think it was a golden retriever. It was really big, at least from my size at the time. I was at third grade. I remember I was riding my bike and my neighbor was walking Bruno out. I saw him, he saw me, and I just got off my bike. Not got off, well, I fell off my bike. Fell off my bike and just left it there. I just left my bike and just ran straight home. That was the dumbest stuff. One of the dumbest things I've done back then. It was hilarious to think about it now. And then there's this one time when I was there was a pond in front of my house. In my house, if you remember, my house is right next to the kindergarten, and it's next to each other. So the pond is right next. So the pond is across the street from my house as well. So I usually hang out there. To fish for. I don't know what they're actually called. Are they called needlefish? Hang on, let me check. We call them ikan jarum. I don't know what they are. Needlefish. Is it called needlefish? Oh yeah, they're called needlefish. There's a lot of them in the pond, in front of our house. So I usually net them up and then put them in a small aquarium, and then they just. Because I don't feed them, I just have them because they're there. And I remember this one time it was raining. It was not raining. It was really cloudy. I was with my younger brother. We were hanging out at the pond. So I think we only went out for 10 minutes. We knew it was gonna rain. The moment we sat down at the edge of the pond, that was a really bright flash. I didn't know what it was. I thought someone took a picture of us or something. Maybe my mom or my dad. But it was a really bright flash. Ping! I didn't know what it was, and then thunder just came down boom. Actually scared both of us, and we just ran back inside. It was really loud. That was the first time I've actually saw thunder flash. I don't know what it was. A huge flash. We call them kilat. I think it literally translates to flash. All right. Oh, one more. But it is a good one. Uh, you know how I always say like I ride my bike like around the afternoon. One time I was going out to the store. The store is like outside, like around the exit from the neighborhood. Like there was an exit gate. Uh, uh, so the store was right next to it. I usually go out there like in the afternoon to get some snacks and stuff. And there's this there's like I don't know, there's like I don't remember how many. I think there were three little ponds that were connected to each other. There were three like ponds, but this one it was this pond, this big one is at the center of the neighborhood, and so everyone will always pass by it if they want to go outside. It was a really big, and they had swan boats back then. One of them worked for a little bit, and then I think it drowned when me and my friends were playing around with it. It got stuck in the middle of the pond, and my friend just swam out. And it was really scary. It was really scary. The pond was murky, and you can't see the bottom. It was really scary. I heard a commotion outside when I was on my way back home. There's a small post where people like usually adults hang out, where they just like they greet the people coming in and out the neighborhood. I heard a commotion from there, and then what I saw was like there was a huge monitor, not that kind of monitor, like as a monitor lizard. At the time I thought it was a big Komodo dragon, but it was like, to me, I don't, maybe my memory is playing a trick against me, but the thing was huge, like very big. Like it was the size of a car. It was the size of a minivan. It was really big, like huge. Like it was black. It was like jet black. It just came out of the pond and just terrorized everyone. Everyone ran away. It was really big. Even like as I am now, that thing was. The length of it was like the length of a big gate. I think it was. I think it was longer. I think it's longer than my front gate now. Like holy God! Wow. Thinking about it now kind of scares me. And yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, just want to talk about that. Yeah, I think maybe I'll do more of these. Who knows? It was fun to talk about stuff. Alright, bye.